Hi, it's Chris Flanagan, and today I'm going to be doing some thermal testing and basic benchmarks on the Lian Li TU150 build that I did recently. So if you haven't seen that video, it's probably worth looking at it first before looking at this one, and I'll put a link to it in the description. So just to familiarise yourself with the main parts in the build, obviously it's the Lian Li's latest TU150 Mini-itx case. We've got the Asus ROG Strix X570i Gaming Mini-itx motherboard, Ryzen 7 3700X processor, 32GB of G.Skill's Trident Z Neo RAM running at 3600 MHz. We've got 1TB M.2 SSD from Sabrent. We've got NVIDIA's GeForce RTX 2070 Super GPU, and keeping everything cool is the ROG Strix LC120 all-in-one CPU cooler. So that's the parts. I've had the build now for about a month or so. I think it looks great. It's nice and clean and everything seems to be running well. So the first thing I did was do some basic benchmarks, and the first benchmark I looked at was Cinebench. So I did the CPU test on this and we got a score of 4,371. Next thing was the Unigine Heaven benchmark, and I carried it out using the settings that you can see on the screen in front of you. So that gave us an overall score of 2,981 with an average frames per second of 118.3, minimum of 45.9 and max of 239. Next test that we did was the TimeSpy benchmark, and here we got an overall score of 9,353 with a score of 9,342 for the graphics and 9,416 for the CPU. So the next benchmark I looked at was the built-in benchmark on Assassin's Creed Odyssey. You can see the settings used on the screen. It was the custom settings set by NVIDIA for the system that I've built. So it was 3,440 by 1,440, and the graphics settings were pretty high on this. So we had an average frames per second of 64 with a minimum of 41 and a max of 131. As well, I wanted to see how this performed on 1080p. So I set it to 1080p and also reduced the graphics quality down to high. This time I got 90 frames per second on average with a minimum of 45 and a max of 152. So then I went on to do some thermal testing, and there was 3 different tests that I was interested in looking at. The first was obviously to get the idle temperatures of both the CPU and the GPU, and I did this with the system sitting in Windows for 15 minutes and took the minimum temperature with nothing going on in the background. I then was keen to see how the system performed under a real world test, so I did 30 minutes of gaming in Assassin's Creed Odyssey and recorded the maximum temperature for both the CPU and the GPU. And then I was keen to really stress things to the limit, so I carried out a 30-minute AIDA64 stability test with all the boxes ticked, so we were stressing everything during this test. So that was the 3 bits that we looked at. Now on to the temperatures. So the minimum idle temperatures of the CPU were 36 degrees C and the GPU 31 degrees C, so pretty good idle temperatures. So at the end of a 30-minute gaming session, the maximum CPU temperature was 81 degrees C and the max GPU temperature 75 degrees C. And then with a 30-minute AIDA64 test, the maximum CPU temperature was 98 and GPU temperature was 70. So hopefully this information is useful to you if you're thinking of doing something similar. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to get in touch. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe for further videos. Thanks for watching.